What's up, YouTube? I'm back, and now I'm here with another review. This is on the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Spider-Man. This is the most controversial Marvel Legends figure of all time. There's no denying it, and that's because of the price. This is something I want to get right out of the gate. This thing is flipping $50, and it's up for debate on if it's worth it or not. Personally, I like the figure a lot, but I'll get more into the review. First and foremost, I just want to show off the packaging. I think it's a pretty nice, pretty cool packaging. You got the Maximum Series logo on there, Marvel Legends, Spider-Man, Hasbro. Pretty cool product shot on the side, which is not so subtle reference to Todd McFarlane's art. This one's pretty cool too. And then they got a nice big one in the back. It's hard to get in full frame, but yeah. Spider-Man can do that pose, by the way. He can do all the poses you see on the packaging, because I've had the same for a couple weeks, and I've just been testing the articulation, and yeah, it's a really, really good articulation scheme. People criticize it, but honestly, I think it's pretty good. First and foremost, I really love this head sculpt because I'm a huge Todd McFarlane Spider-Man fan for the art, and this nails it. It is so freaking good. I love the eye size. I love the webs. For the most part, mine's pretty clean overall. It's not as bad as some other people where the separation was kind of bad on their figure, their copy, where like on the head was just way off. This one's not as bad as others. Still kind of bad on some areas, especially on the stomach. Like if you look at every little web on this, you're gonna like find maybe a couple that are just off. And that's so unfortunate because this thing is $50. You're going to have to look at it like that. And it's pretty unfortunate. But I love the blue. I love the way the red is. I like the big spider logo on the front. And I like the spider logo on the back, minus the way they did it for the butterfly joint. Because look at that. That's freaking ugly. That's kind of stupid. Why wouldn't you just make the legs on top just a tad smaller? I don't know. That's Hasbro for you. But I still think the proportions are pretty good. I like the musculature right here on the side. I like how there's some subtle fabric tucks here and there, especially around this area, to make it look a little more realistic looking. And I like that. There's some on the butt too for some reason. Maybe so you can pay more attention to his cake. I don't know. Another thing is, yeah. He has hollow toe joints for some reason. I don't know why they did that. When on the packaging, it was not hollow. So that's another thing. This figure that gets made fun about it because it's kind of funny. I can't lie. So yeah, aesthetically, this figure is good, but there is some mishaps, unfortunately. And that's just something that happens on every single copy of the figure. I've seen a lot of pictures of people posting theirs, and yeah, none of them are 100% clean. And that's really unfortunate because the price, that is the biggest sticking point of this figure. That's why it's so controversial. $50 for the Spider-Man. And yes, I understand. I agree with those people. I think $40 would have been the absolute sweet spot. There's no way it would have been $35. I don't know. But $40, that would have been the sweet spot. $50, though, it's like, ugh. Really? Now, let's just get into his accessories. He gets a couple alternate heads. One of them is this one, where he has like the half-cocked eye, but it's not that much different. It's kind of hard to tell. You can kind of see it. It's kind of like, huh? What the heck did you say? Which would coincide with his spider sense effect. I actually like this one a lot because it's way, way better than the Mezco one. I'll get into that just a second here. Here we go. Yeah, see what I mean? The Mezco one, where it just goes on the flight stand and it plugs into here. The hell was that? Did a chunk of the plastic just break off on camera? Oh my fucking god, it did. Well, I can't use this spider sense effect anymore, I don't think. But, yeah, it broke off on camera. Look at that. But it would plug into the stand, and then you have to pose it like this to the flight stand. And I don't like the spider sense effect anyway, so I'm not even mad it broke. No. This is the way to do it. Where it just plugs into the head. This one can easily do it. Give me a second. Sorry, I had to set this stuff aside. But, this one just plugs into the head easily, or right on top, I mean, not into it, right on top, see, and it goes like that. It works with this head sculpt pretty well with the kind of like half-cocked eye, I want to say. But this one doesn't look too much different. See? Doesn't look that much different, does it? Not really, no. So, yeah. And here comes another controversial part of the figure, this Peter Parker alternate head sculpt. That's kind of terrifying. Serial killer vibes or Dennis Reynolds from Always Sunny. Take your pick. So, yeah. Not that good. Not really. Come on, Hasbro. What are you guys doing? It does look like Peter Parker from some issues from the 90s. But it's still just like, what are you doing, man? I think it's just the way they sculpted the mouth compared to, like, the head. I mean, not the head, sorry, the forehead. Because when you smile, your forehead goes up a little bit. They should put some maybe a little bit wrinkles going up or the eyebrows going up a little bit. I don't know. But it's nicely done. Like, the paint is nice and crisp on it. I like the eyes. They look a little bug-eyed, but it's not that bad in person, but still kind of terrifying. I like the way the hair is sculpted and painted. Looks good. But man, it's the smile that throws it off, I think. I don't know. And another part that kind of goes with it is these alternate forearms, which are actually really cool, but they are a little oversized. I will show that in a little bit. And then you get... oh, man. Good look at this. Yeah, like a web shot effect, but, yeah, the elephant in the room, you know, kind of looks like it's going towards an egg or something, if you catch my drift. And then that comes with this little stand. It can peg right in here. Sure, they can include a fight stand for that, kind of, but couldn't really include one for Spider-Man for $50, just saying. Yeah. And then you get a web shield, which is pretty cool. It's nicely painted, a nice little kind of subtle gray wash on it. It's hard to, you can see on camera, yeah. Nice little clip on the back. These ones get a lot of hate though, because apparently these break easily, but I used it a couple times with Spider-Man. I'm not afraid of breaking anytime soon. And then you get these two loose web effects. Kind of wish they were wired, again, for $50. I know I keep saying it, but come on, Hasbro, what are you guys doing? These are cool, though. Still work for pictures. And you get this nice web, which I really like a lot. So you can probably put on, like, a thug or something. Like they're getting web to the wall. And then on top of that, you also get a good amount of alternate hands, actually. You get these whip hands with the webs coming out like this, and they're both different. Actually, that's really cool. I really like that a lot. You get your regular thwippers. And I like how these are asymmetrical too, especially this one with like a little curled pinky. Definitely Marvel vs. Capcom vibe. Wait. Yeah, this one. Definitely Marvel vs. Capcom vibes or McFarlane Spidey vibes. This is literally McFarlane Spidey without them saying it. So it makes sense. And then you get couple fist hands, which it comes with by default in the packaging. And then gripping hands for your webs. So yeah, that's all for accessories. Before I forget, yeah, see what I mean? This is oversized, look at that. Compared to his regular forearms he comes with, do you see that difference? Because it sticks out a little bit, it's a little oversized. I like how this one's the web coming out, is like, you know, the thwip pose, and then this one's just regular, kind of relaxed and grippy pose. I like the way they did the web shooters, it's cool, but come on, Hasbro, and the hands are a little oversized too. Like, come on, look at that. Like, look at that. I know I'm not the only one who sees this, right? Still a cool effect, and still gets forearm rotation because it's a peg, you know, but like, come on, Hasbro, what are you guys doing? Now for articulation, that is something that this figure does right, that people can agree on. He has a double wall peg at the head, so he can look up like that, then pretty good mount, and look down a pretty good mount as well, and tilt side to side, but I wish there's a little more range. People have been shaving down the bottom of this peg that goes in to give more range. I might do that eventually, but yeah, you can bury his head. Or, if he's hanging upside down, look at pretty good. That's pretty good. Obviously, you can rotate because it's on a ball joint. So, yeah, get all kinds of good range out of it. He's got a ball hinge to the shoulders, so they rotate around, go up pretty far like that. As well as a butterfly joint that goes pretty far forward and pretty dang far back. That is some great range. He's got bicep swivel. Another thing is he feels so gummy right here, the bicep, and I don't want to accidentally break it. Double jointed pinless elbow, which is pretty good deep range. Forearm swivel, that's for the alternate forearms of the wipe shooters. Wrist swivel and hinges down, or say up and down. Oh, he also obviously comes with these wall crawling hands, which are very nice for expressive poses too. And then he's got the reverse ab crunch diaphragm joint, so it goes this far forward and this far back. Not that far forward and back, but you can rotate. It clicks, and then it can hinge side to side, kind of like we see in the packaging with that. He's got the one down here, so I can go that far back with them together and that far forward. Pretty good. Then you can go even farther down, his legs like this, which is just insane. Like that, that's crazy. It's an insane crunch. And then he can go that far back with the legs like that. Then for his legs, he's got drop down hinges. This is what they look like without them on. This is with them on. There's a difference, yeah. But yeah, when you pull them down, they go that far out. You can kick forward very high. Like, holy crap, you can kick someone in the face. And then he has thigh cut. Double knee, can easily kick his own spider ass. He's got boot swivel. His foot goes down that far, goes up that far. Crazy ankle pivot is always in Marvel Legends, which is a signature part of Marvel Legends. His foot can hinge forward and not down, but yeah, that's it for his articulation, and it is crazy, the poses that this guy can do, in which I will get to that in a little bit. Alright. Now we can do a size comparison time, so let's get right into it. Okay, here he is next to the Marvel Select Venom and Carnage. Carnage. And then another, obviously, Todd McFarlane-inspired style Venom. So yeah, I figured these two go together. And obviously, it's Carnage. But yeah, if you're curious about how they look together, here you go. Here he is next to the McFarlane Toys 1940s Max Fleischer Superman, and as you can see, he just dwarfs it because he's just a completely different scale, because it's McFarlane for you. And here he is next to the Marvel Legends Black Cat from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 wave, which is also a Build-A-Goblin figure wave from Ultimate Spider-Man, and then the Marvel Legends No Way Home Matt Murdock. He scales pretty well with these two. I mean, yeah. Looks pretty good next to them. There he is next to the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Venom, which is my last review. As you can see, he's just, like I said, this Venom is enormous. He's so big he can't even fit into like my normal setup the way I do it. So he's that huge. And then here he is next to also the Marvel Legends Ultimate Hulkbuster. And I've almost forgot to do these two for my last video, but as you can see, he is just still flipping huge. Look at that, how much bigger this Venom is than this Hulkbuster. That's freaking crazy. Okay, so here he is next to the 2002 Toy Biz Superposable Tobey Maguire movie Spider-Man, and then the Marvel Legends Red Hulk Bath Wave Black Suit Spider-Man, the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Miles Morales from Spider-Man 2, and then the Marvel Select PS4 Spider-Man. As you can see, he is decently sized compared to the others. Yeah, obviously this one's going to be the biggest because it's the biggest of the scale since it's Marvel Select. So yeah, there's that. And here he is next to the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Wave, Black Suit Spider-Man, the Mezco 112 Collective Amazing Spider-Man, and the Toy Biz, I think Sentinel Bath, the Amazing Fantasy 15 Spider-Man, so the first appearance Spider-Man. As you can see, that's all the Spider-Man figures I have. It's all the ones I compared them to, and I mean, still a good amount. Not as much as other people, but still quite a bit. So my overall final thoughts is, do I recommend this figure? There's some caveats to this figure, man, because there's some things I don't mention. Is like this boot swivel looks a little weird, the way it's lined up, like the way the plastic sticks out a bit there. Like I said, there's some misaligned webs, there's some scraping of the blue onto the red. You have to really look for it in some parts on mine, but there's some parts I like that. It's kind of hard because it's a good figure, but $50 is a very hard sell. Like I said, $40 would in the absolute sweet spot for this, but I still am happy with my purchase. It's just, man, that price is insane, especially with what's going on nowadays with the prices. It's crazy. But overall, I mean, this is my favorite Spider-Man figure I own, I think. I do like it a little more than the Mezco, even though the Mezco has some cooler accessories like this web, like this one he can grab onto, like this. It's simple, but it's a nice effect. Or the web backpack he has, or the wired web that he comes with. Just something like that to make it a bit, bit not as big of a pill to swallow with the $50. They could have included stuff like that, but they didn't. And the accessories do leave a bit to be desired. I have to be critical if I'm going to be honest in review of this, and it's just kind of hard to when this thing is just this price. It's hard to recommend it. I still like it, but that $50, man, that's insane. I get why it's controversial. I agree with some statements, so yeah, I will give them that. But overall, I do like it. I know I keep saying that I do like it, but that sell, ugh. I know that's a big sticking point. I keep repeating it. I know I'm just kind of running out of things to say with that, but that's going to happen. But overall, yeah, I like it. I'll keep saying that. I enjoy it a lot. I love posing it. It's hard for me to put this guy down. Any Spidey pose I can think of, he can basically do. And I do really like the way they did the effect of the spider sense. I think the only other one that's like that is the Amazing Yamaguchi one, but that one's bit of a steeper price, but the articulation setup on those is just insane. Those things are even more ridiculous with their posing compared to this. It's crazy. But yeah, you can decide if you want it or not. So yeah, that's my review. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more, please, because according to my statistics, most of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So I would very much like your subscription, please. I mean, that's the least you guys could do if you made it this far, right? So, bye!